everyone, and welcome back to the Paletteful Packs YouTube channel. My name is Monique Renee, and today I will be showing you guys the July Petite Paletteful Packs box. So let's just jump right on in. Let's move these worms out of the way. Ooh. Love making a mess. So right away, I see some aqua pen graphics. Ooh, and it looks like we've got some fun colors. Ooh, these look awesome. We've got some Sakura Microperm pens in the size 01 and 03. These look to be like fine liners. Oh, that is a really fine liner. Oh my goodness. Ooh, we've also got a Koi water brush. I've never used the Koi brand before, but I have used some of these, and these are always really fun to use. And the last item we have in here is from B Paper Company, and it is a mixed media sketchbook. It looks like some really nice paper, and there's quite a lot of it in here. So just taking a peek at this info card here, it looks like these are water-soluble pens, which is awesome because we can use that with the water brush to make some really awesome things. And then we've also got our fine liners and our paper as well. For the prompts for July, we've got Metropolitan, Office, Future, and Shy. So let's see if I can make something with all of these supplies. So I was taking a closer look at this B Paper Company sketchbook, and the front side is cold pressed and the back side is hot pressed. So both of these sides are going to have different effects on water mediums. So I'm really excited to see which one I will like best. I'm going to start by swatching my colors. These are really cool because it looks like they have two different sides. We've got a bullet nib right here, and then, ooh, we have a brush tip right here. So I'm just going to start swatching. So this tip is very firm, which is nice. I really like a firm brush. It feels less like a paintbrush and more like a marker. And then of course we've got the bullet nib as well. And then while I'm at it, I'm also going to swatch these to see what their sizes are. So that is very thin. Ooh, I love a really nice thin fine liner. Ooh. And this guy is also pretty thin, but definitely a little bit bigger than our other guy. These are also waterproof, which is really good considering we've got a whole bunch of wet media going on, so. All right, let's see. I have filled this guy up with water, and you only need to squeeze a little bit to get the water flowing into the brush. Nice. And now I'm going to see, oh my goodness, hello. Oh wow, yeah, that definitely reacts with water. Wow, that is way more than I was expecting. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's see what else we've got. Oh, this is fun! Wow, so these are fun. Oh, that is a really pretty color. It definitely seems like the more water you use, of course, the more it becomes like a water-activated medium. Go figure. Then I am going to run over these pens just to make sure, and yeah, those lines are not going anywhere. There is no bleeding whatsoever from the pens, and I am like wetting this bad boy down. Awesome, so let's do some sketching and see what ideas come to mind. Now, the colors and the prompts have kind of given me an idea of maybe looking into a window of like some kind of city type window. And inside there is like a girl, and maybe she's at a table enjoying like a nice cup of coffee or tea. And she's just kind of like, maybe has her hand on her face and is just kind of resting and like gazing out the window. Well, that cup is huge. But you guys get the idea. And just like wistfully staring out the window. And then what I wanted to portray was like raindrops, like it's currently raining, because the colors that we've got here are like nice and blues and grays, and it just makes me think of like a rainy city day. So I think that is kind of what I am going for. Alright, so we are going to blow through the sketching process, but like I was saying before, the colors and the prompts that Paletteful Packs gave me, Metropolitan, gave me this idea. Also, I noticed this after the fact, but the graphics pens that I got, the colors are actually also like a Metropolitan theme. So this turned out pretty perfectly. It was also really nice sketching on this paper as well. I like paper with a bit more tooth to it, and that definitely, it's not super smooth, but it's not too textured to where I can't also put on some line work if I wanted to. Speaking of line work, that is what I'm doing here. So these pens were beautiful. I loved how they went on. They were very juicy and inky. Like you guys can see, they're so fine tipped. It is insane. So I'm very excited to add these to my collection. And I also had absolutely no issue at all with any kind of smudging or bleeding or anything like that. These guys are definitely waterproof, and I didn't even have to wait really for them to dry, which really surprised me. I kind of just went in with my waters right after I put these lines down, and even with not waiting at all, they didn't smudge or bleed at all. So those are lovely. Definitely love those. And here we are getting to the most fun part, which is adding all the colors. These pens were so much fun. I really kind of tried to take the time to get to know the materials a little bit. These guys are definitely very unpredictable if you use them with water, but they're also a really good pen as is. I really liked the range of line widths you can get with these pens. They can be super fine or a bit more thick. I especially loved how you could get those really fine details if you just lightly touched the pen to the paper. They were very fun. And I'm still a little blown away by how reactive they are with the water. I was very impressed and surprised with these. The colors were beautiful and vibrant, and they mixed together really beautifully as well. Something else that was very exciting and awesome was that there was a wide range of value within these as well. So you can see I'm kind of shading the face right here. I did all of that actually with the black marker. So I would just take like a little bit of the ink from the black marker, dilute it down a bunch, and then just use it as like a light gray wash to add value where I wanted it. And I could do that with all of the other colors as well. So it's not like you need this super bright pigmented color. You can also dilute it with the water a lot to create like a more subtle effect. And here is where I was experimenting a little bit just to see how I could play with these to kind of get the most out of them. They definitely work really well with water, so I wanted to try to see if I could get some of that water texture in here with a mix of the water brush and the pens. That definitely worked. I really love the effect it had. It's definitely watercolor-ish, but it doesn't feel or quite look the same as like traditional watercolors. So it was very fun. It was very like experimental and it's always fun to try out new art supplies and see how how they work and kind of like figure them out. I love it. It's almost like solving a puzzle. Like, ooh, how can I make these work for me? So I just had a lot of fun trying different things and just kind of pushing these guys to see where I could take them. I will definitely be adding these to my frequently grabbed art supplies, especially that black marker, just because you can do some really, really varied tones with that marker. So that one's definitely going in my art bag, and I'm even more excited to see what else I can do with these. And here is another quick speed paint for you guys. I paint a lot of portraits, so I wanted to try to use these materials for, well, a portrait. It was a lot of fun, especially using the markers to get those really fine lines and fine strands with the hair. I love painting hair, so these markers were just so much fun because I could get those tiny little strands that I love. And then when I added the water, it added a whole other element of just complete unpredictability to it, and I ended up getting these really beautiful colors and textures that I didn't plan on getting, but nonetheless were very, very welcome in the end product. I think these pens are really great for loose and expressive kind of painting. Like I mentioned, they're so unpredictable, like a lot of watercolors, but they're really great for just kind of slapping some stuff down on the paper and letting it go wild and crazy and just creating these interesting shapes and textures and colors, and they all melt together. So this was a lot of fun. It definitely turned this into more of like a moody portrait, which I'm totally all here for, especially with the colors. She kind of reminds me of maybe like a siren or a mermaid. But yeah, again, these just were an absolute joy. So much fun. I loved them, and I loved the colors too. All right, so that is the July Petite Paletteful Packs box. I hope you guys enjoyed going on this little journey while I tested out these supplies. Final thoughts, I had a lot of fun using them. I love this paper. It is very, very nice. I like the size of this. It's going to be a really nice travel book for me. Keeping on that same kind of train of thought, these supplies are really great for traveling, which is awesome because I'm going on vacation soon. So I will definitely be taking these with me because it'll be really fast and easy to get some really cool colors and textures down with just these pens and this brush. So I am very, very pleased with this box. Yeah, so I hope you guys had a wonderful time. If you are interested in getting your own Paletteful Packs box, please check the description below, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Till next time, bye!